Hey YouTube! Thanks for joining me, the Shadow Vixen again. I know it's been a while since I've uploaded my last video, and a lot of that has to do with YouTube's weird time limit rules that are not very clear, because basically I've been making videos for you guys, YouTube's been allowing me to upload them, and then it takes it right down and says that they're too long. So I understand, nobody wants to sit there and watch a video that long, and they're not like hour-long movies. It's just like maybe around 20 minutes or something like that, and it keeps getting rejected. So this is going to be a quickie. As the title should let you guys know, this is a comparison between the Naked 1 palette, which looks like this, my, sorry about this, dirty Lorac Pro palette, which looks like this, and my brand new Too Faced chocolate bar. Now, a lot of times on YouTube, I've come across a lot of videos of people comparing the Naked and the Lorac, and I haven't yet seen any videos comparing all three, and I figured I would be the first to do that because, or maybe I'm not the first, I don't know, maybe I just haven't come across one, but I think that the Too Faced chocolate bar belongs in the same category of palettes. And when I say the same category of palettes, I mean these palettes are usually neutral, they're everyday, they're not crazy, they're not the new, whatever Urban Decay just came up with, I think it's like electric something, I can't even remember the name, but the colors are super bright, super crazy, and the average person wouldn't wear it on the daily basis. Now it's pretty surprising to me when I realized that I had all three of these palettes, I was like, whoa, what's going on here? Because I don't typically wear neutrals, they're not my thing, I don't like to wear natural looks a whole lot, it's just because it usually does nothing for my complexion. So I actually decided to purchase the first Naked palette because of one of the YouTubers that I saw who had a beautiful thing, or a beautiful set of looks that she had been able to create using this palette. So I'm going to go ahead and bend back the mirror so it's not reflecting on you guys. And you guys can see these colors are amazing. They're very versatile for multiple looks. I actually have the Naked 3, I skipped to the 2, but I think that's kind of enough. You don't really need to have all three of the Naked palettes. I mean, you can if you want to. I didn't see the value in it, so that's why I only have 1 and 3. So anywho, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 colors. Sorry that I made you guys just sit there and watch me count, but basically for the most part, all of these colors are shimmery. There are only 1, 2, 3 mattes in the whole set of 12, but it's a gorgeous array of colors. You've got your nice like pinky, almost white tones over here. You've got your goldy tones in the middle here. These 4 I would call, or 5 even if you count Dark Horse, are gold toned. And then you've got like another, Toasted is another pinky color, Hustle's like a plummy mauve color. You've got a dark color, almost black, called Creep, and you've got Gunmetal, which is obviously a gray. So a nice array of colors, but not a nice array of textures. You've got a lot of shimmer in this, so I find that I don't really like to use any other color than Naked and Buck for my blend out colors because I don't like looking like a disco ball. Other than that, in terms of quality, I would say the colors are pretty blendable. To an extent. I would not say they're as blendable as some other ones that I've tried, which I'm going to get into next. Next up, we've got the Lorac Pro palette, and in here, I believe there are 16 colors on, so there's like 8 on top, 8 on bottom, and what I love about this palette is the fact that the top row is all mattes, the bottom row is all shimmers, so you're getting a really nice array of kinds in terms of like, okay, it's not all matte, it's not all shimmer, you got different textures and whatnot, and the colors and the color payoff is amazing. Just as much as everyone raves about that, I cannot stop raving about the color payoff in this. It's super pigmented colors, just like the Urban Decay palette is, but I will say this, from white, cream, and light pink, those 3 colors, the lightest ones on the top row, are extremely powdery. So I am not a fan of that because that makes it so that I can barely ever use these colors at all because I hate powdery textures. They create a huge mess when I'm trying to blend out my makeup, and I'm not a fan. So that's a huge negative for me, and I wish that wasn't the case. Going straight over then to the Too Faced Chocolate Bar. This palette, let me first start by saying, unlike the Naked One and the Lorac Pro, smells amazing. I mean, you open it up and it smells like chocolate, but not in like a crazy intense, overbearing way, in like a really nice, dainty way that I really appreciate. So this is what that looks like. I'm going to cover the mirror so it's not blinding you guys. And you've got, back says you've got 16 antioxidant rich colors. And you've got, unlike Lorac Pro, unlike the Naked, you've got a nice array of shimmers and mattes. And I want to say, I dare say, it's almost 50-50. I mean, it looks 50-50. I'm not going to sit here and count again. But basically, you've got good color payoff on all of these colors. They smell amazing. And unlike the light pink from the Lorac Pro palette, the light pink, which they call Strawberry Bonbon, according to this little clear insert here, this light pink color here is really not powdery like it is in the Lorac Pro palette. I can dip into it, blend it right into my skin, and I would say that this palette, for me at least, is the winner of the three because I can create so many different looks. The colors blend into each other beautifully every single time. I've only had this palette for maybe about a week and a half, and I've created way more versatile but really well put together looks with this guy than I have with my Lorac Pro, which I've had for over a year, and my Naked One, which I've also had for over a year. So the fact that I can do so much with this guy really impresses me, and that's because I'm not like one of those, I feel like there's almost like a Mercedes-Benz BMW war again between Too Faced and Urban Decay. I love the Urban Decay Primer Potion. I swear by it. Shadow Insurance. Would never buy it if I could avoid it ever again. On the flip side, if I had run out of this guy and I run out of this guy at the same time, I would definitely go buy one of these before I went and repurchased one of these. So I'm sorry if that's an unpopular opinion. I'm just here to give you guys my 2 cents on the thing. Between the Lorac Pro, Urban Decay 1, and the Too Faced candy or chocolate bar, sorry about that. The Too Faced chocolate bar, why can't I say this right? Definitely wins out in my opinion. The only thing I would say that it does not win out on is in travel friendliness, because look at the size of these. I'm going to try to compare them and hold them all up so you guys can see in terms of thickness. Definitely the Lorac Pro is winning on the travel friendly end. So, I mean, the chocolate bar, I'm going to Cabo in about a month, is going to be my travel buddy because I am going to be able to do everything I'd love to do color-wise with it, and that really makes it easier for me to pack up light and not have to do a whole lot. The Lorac Pro palette, like I said, would probably be my second favorite just because of its versatility. I mean, the fact that I've got all of these awesome mattes on top and the shimmers down below. I will say that these are way more, they're way more shimmery colors than the Urban Decay Naked is. So even though they've got the 50-50, for those of you who are not such a crazy fan of the super shimmery looks I mean, honestly, the difference between the Lorac Pro's shimmer colors and the Urban Decay Naked shimmer colors is that the Naked shimmer colors are almost like a sateen, as opposed to where these almost feel like they're a little shimmery gold, like glittery flecks in them, and a lot of people are not a fan of glitter. So if that's a deterrent for you, definitely don't get the Lorac Pro, stick with the Naked, and like I said, I think everybody should definitely pick up a chocolate bar. And here's another reason why. I'm going to go ahead and further validate that by saying that I'm dark-skinned, so like there's a lot of nude and natural palettes that are catered toward lighter, fairer skinned people, and when darker people purchase these palettes, they do nothing for us. They wash us out, they don't show up, the color payoff's not there, etc. So I tend to think that that's the case with some of the neutral palettes that I had tried. I don't think that's the case with any of the ones that I actually own, but I would say that it's extremely, or to the furthest extent, not the case with the Too Faced chocolate bar. The Too Faced chocolate bar, the color is what you see is what you get, and that's what I 100% love. The only color I would say would be the exception to that rule would be Gilded Ganache, which is a green color up at the top here, and I wish it was more green, just because green is my favorite color. And that's the only one that I would say is not quite true to tone on from what you see. I'm actually wearing it now, if you guys can see. I'm gonna go ahead and have my camera focus in on me a little bit better. I was wearing Gilded Ganache in my outer V, and it's the only color that doesn't quite translate from the Too Faced palette, chocolate bar palette, as the green that it appears to be. So aside from that, all the other colors pay off beautifully. They look the same way they do from the tray to your skin, and that's that. So basically, again, to kind of sum it all up, I prefer in line of succession the Too Faced chocolate bar, then the Lorac Pro, then the Naked 1 palette. I also, as I mentioned before, own the Naked 3 palette, but I didn't include it in this comparison video because I don't quite believe that it counts as a neutrals palette, considering that a lot of the colors are pinky purple, goldy colors that are not quite as versatile as the rest of these. So I didn't include that, but I absolutely love my Naked 3, love it more than my Naked 1. That's just my opinion, but that's a whole other video. So anyways, I hope this was helpful to any of you guys out there who might be hitting the stores anytime soon and wondering which naked palette to pick, or not naked palette, which neutral palette to pick. Anyways, thanks for watching, YouTube. Don't forget to drop me a line in the comments if you guys would like me to recreate a video, a look video of what I'm currently wearing on my face. I don't know why that's so hard to say. Or anything like that. So if you just want to say hi, also too, drop a comment and I'll say hi back to you. Thanks for watching, YouTube. Have a good one.